Okay, so we're here today with François-Régis Fréchette, who's a head nurse and is directing the Wakefield La Pêche vaccination site. He's going to give us a walkthrough today and explain how things are operating here, yeah?
Yeah. So here you're entering in the COVID center. You probably have an appointment before that you took on Click Santé or called to Click Santé to get an appointment.
You can call also.
Yeah,
okay.
So there's a number. It's sometimes easier with the internet.
Okay.
So the minute you have your appointment, it goes by priority. So the people over 85 have been able to get an appointment. So those are the ones that are present here today.
Okay.
But now we are vaccinating people over 70. And appointments are open through Click Santé, and they can get through an appointment here.
Do you know when the next age group will open up, or it's hard to say?
It's always direct the ministry, health ministry, that the government decide and they announce it, and usually at the most 48 hours after the minister
announces it,
it's open, and you can have yesterday he announced that 70s could come, and there's already a place for people to get an appointment.
Okay.
So the minute you have your appointment, you arrive here and you registered. So it's a fluid system. It should go from the door to the door at the exit about an hour. So at the first step, they're going to validate if you have the criteria to get the vaccine. The machine does it by itself, but we double check.
Can you tell me, if people have symptoms of sickness, should they avoid getting vaccinated?
We have a security at the door who's asking, do you have those symptoms? Do you have? Don't come in. And the minute you get your appointment, you get a text message, because it goes with the electronic, or an internet message that says that if you have flu, if you have fever, if you're not feeling well and having those apparent symptoms that looks like COVID, you shouldn't be here today.
Okay.
So the minute you get through there, they validate everything. There's a little waiting room, but we give appointments about every 10 minutes. And it goes by the number of people that we have to vaccinate. So sometimes we have 5 persons that have an appointment at 2, and another 5 persons at 2:10, and it goes like that. And on the appointment sheet, you get the message that you should get here only 5 minutes before your appointment.
Only 5 minutes.
So as you see, it's fluid. Nobody's waiting outside, nobody's waiting inside.
Okay, great. So can you show us around?
Yeah.
Great.
Sorry, excuse me. So after registration, it goes with the people that are in the room vaccinating. We work 2 by 2. There's a nurse that is going to ask questions about your health profile, just to make sure that everything's fine, and that we're vaccinating the good person. So your name and your date of birth, and ask you if you have allergy or clinical question. So we call it évaluatrice. And there's another person who vaccinate. We call it vaccinateur or injecteur. It could be any professional that has the right, because with the pandemic rules, there's some professionals that have the rights to inject the COVID vaccine.
So how many people have you hired for this operation here?
It goes by, we hired mostly retired people.
Okay.
There are some people that work overtime from the regular workflow, but it's mostly people that retired in their last 5, 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Is it good? again, before... Merci Nicole, c'est bon, c'est exactement ça. We try to make the experience nice and easy. So you're going to be greeted by the team here. As you've seen at the entering of the building and here, you're going to wash your hand. People say, I just wash my hand. Yes, but you manipulate your health card, your purse, your coat. So we make sure that we reduce the risk. Everybody wears a mask everywhere. The workers are wearing their glasses. As I was saying, they work 2 by 2, so the nurse is going to ask questions, and the injector is going to make sure that it's a good vaccine, it's the good lot.
The good dose?
Le numéro.
Oh, yeah, the good lot number, the right lot number.
Yeah.
Sir? Yeah.
Okay. And they make sure, and they signed everything. After that, they're going to give the advice, and it's not an advice. You have to stay here for 15 minutes to make sure that there is no side effects. We didn't have any side effects yet. No. The most one that we need is pain at the site.
Okay.
Sometimes people have a little fever, but it's not. Those are vaccines that makes super side effects.
So do people know ahead of time which vaccine they're going to get when they come here?
Usually, the workflow doesn't know, okay. But the manager knows because we know that we are going to get vaccine till mid-April, okay. And what kind we are getting. So okay. We make sure that we have the facilities to receive those vaccines because, -70 with Pfizer or -20 with Moderna, and so there's some criteria to be respected. So we have to have the equipment to respect those things. All the vaccines are, for now, at the Palais des Congrès in Hull, okay. Gatineau, and they are distributed every day to the 6 points of vaccine.
Great. And do you know how long are the plans to keep this open as a vaccine site?
You're asking a big question. It all depends about how many vaccines we're going to get, how the people are going to react through the vaccine. Are they going to be here? Today, I'm very proud. No appointment has been canceled. So everybody since 10 this morning has showed up. So that's a good thing. I think it's the good thing too to get vaccinated, to get back to a normal life, like people say.
And so when people want to know when it's their turn, when is my age group coming up, what's the best place to look for that information?
Usually it's the news.
The news.
Sadly, it's the news, but there's a site called covidquebec.ca, and you get all the information. As you've probably heard, l'INSPQ, l'Institut National de Santé Publique du Québec, are always reviewing what should do. The second dose is going to be in one. The people that are having their shot today have already their second shot planned today.
Okay.
So it's going to be in July. It's 112 days after 4 months.
Thank you very much.
From there, I kick you out.
Okay, is there priority being placed on vaccinating students before the beginning of the school year?
I don't know those information. As a manager here, I make sure that the people get their shot that we received this morning in their arm at the end of the day. So it's always decision made from the government.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Merci.